And then he was at Charlie's church the next morning and spoke again. His name is Mika Ashkenazi, and he was born and raised in Jerusalem. And he really is a character. He used to say, when we'd get to these ruins and he'd tell us something interesting, he'd say, "It's a mind-boggling."
Oh, I see.
And we got such a kick out of it. It's a mind-boggling. And so at the end of the tour, we teased him. Everything would be quiet, and he'd say something, and we'd all say in chorus, "It's a mind-boggling." Oh, but you know, he was in charge of the dig that found the Pilot Stone. Have you heard about that?
I don't think so.
Well, it was quite a landmark discovery, because the unbelieving scholars had been saying that there was no record of any Pontius Pilate. The Bible was wrong. There was no such a character as Pontius Pilate. And didn't they, in Caesarea, didn't they dig up a monument that said that Pontius Pilate was dedicating the amphitheater to whatever emperor it was at the time, all written right out there with his name on the stone. So
he proved that he existed.
That proved his existence, all right. Proved that the Bible was right, as usual.
Oh.
First, you know, I'm planning to move.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
I was surprised, but that makes sense.
Yeah. This house is getting too much for me. When you think that it's cellar to first floor to second floor to third floor, you've got
4 floors, or
three
stairs.
4 flights of stairs. No, 3 flights of stairs.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
So it's a lot of up and down.
It's a lot of up and down, and I've got so many things, too much things, you know, and I'll have to cut down because I don't have the space for anything more than the basics. But the places down at Cedar Glen Lakes are very comfortable, and large rooms, all on 1 floor.
Is that down near Whiting?
Yeah, it's in Whiting.
Marilyn said there was another name for Whiting, but I'm...
Well, Tom's River is the nearest bigger... Huh?
Something about Wrinkle City.
Oh, Wrinkle City.
Have you ever heard that?
Oh, yeah, sure. Everybody calls it Wrinkle City.
I mean, I've got my own wrinkles, too. So.
Oh, yes. That's a standing joke. Come on, what you doing up here now? Okay, there it goes. Wrinkle City, yes, that's right. That's what it's called.
And then Marilyn said, see, Winnie Gabrielson had sold her home.
Yes, her home is actually sold.
Oh, and she
Mine
wants
is
to go
just
down
in Prospect. Yes, she had 3 choices: North Carolina with her brother, or Vestal, New York with her son Richard, or Wrinkle City. and I think, and she's going to settle in Wrinkle City, because in the first place, the accommodations that they wanted her to look out up in Vestal were more expensive, without the same amenities as they have down at Wrinkle City. She wouldn't have had a house, a freestanding house by herself, you know, with all that goes with it. Look at this. He has to get in the act.
in the picture, yeah.
And I think she and I went down last Monday and we looked at 12 houses. And
you mean like she would buy a house and you could buy a house?
Yeah, yeah. They're small houses, just designed for retirement couples or single people. You have about 4 or 5 rooms and bath and kitchen, all on 1 floor, and very nice size. The living room, I think, is 14 by 10, which is a good size. This of course, is 21, but it isn't, well, maybe a lot larger, but enough to keep for a person whose strength is on the decline and not on the rise.
Now, you're 75, you said?
Mm-hmm.
You're the same age as my dad. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
there
he was
are...
75 today.
Yeah, he was
while you were there.
75 today, and I'll be 76 in December. So
Oh,
there's
okay.
almost a year difference,
Oh, I see.
about 9 months difference between us.
Now,
I think Gabe is
oh.
my age, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
Any idea on, do you think you'd ever want to take a trip over to Norway? Or
Oh,
maybe-
yes, I'd love to see Norway again. I hope that maybe selling out this way and getting less expensive accommodations will
Mhm.
give me a little greater margin to do a little traveling. I have a friend I'd like to go out and visit with in California, and I'd sort of like to make a hopping tour from California to Arizona to Missouri
Oh.
to back home.
You might get a Super Saver or something.
Yes, yeah, get some special deal to do that, and then I'd love to go to Norway again.
Yeah.
But of course, Judith's so busy in the summertime. She
Well-
ought to be retiring, though. Really, she and Sigurd. I think they work awfully hard, apparently.
Yeah, I work all the time. But
Yeah.
when I was there in '71, after Labor Day, or in September, I found that to be a very nice time.
Oh,
The
was
people
it?
were gone. It was cooler and nice sunny days,
Uh-huh.
and they had time.
Yeah.
October, November it got kind of dark and rainy,
Rainy,
and
yeah.
colder, but September was beautiful.
Well, that's
And
interesting.
and there was nobody there in the campground. Maybe
Uh-huh.
one family, two
Oh,
families.
yeah.
But August, I'm sure, is a nightmare.
I was going to say
Europe,
August was seemed to be cold and rainy, and like November here.
Oh, maybe that was
thought-
just a bad time.
Maybe it was well.
But half of Europe seems to go in August on vacation.
Oh, on good, yeah. And then they hit the bad weather.
But next September, let's see, it's a little late this year, but next September, that might be the time to go.
Might be the time to go.
Because you went with Wingwall in 1960, I think?
Yeah,
That was the last?
yeah. That's the one and only time I've been in Norway. Whereas I've been around Europe.
Yeah.
In '54, I took that was before I was married. We were married in '56, and I went in '54 with a woman from from Haledon, New Jersey.
Oh.
And we took a car and we toured all over.
Oh, so you've been over a lot.
Yeah. I saw England and Scotland, France, a little bit of Holland, Belgium, Germany, Switzerland. We stayed a couple of days in Switzerland, Italy, and back to France. And so all the way across France from the Alps. And we hired a car in Paris, and we did the rest of the trip by car. We didn't try a car in Britain because of the opposite traffic. I was afraid that I wouldn't have wanted to drive.
no.
I was forever looking in the wrong direction and nearly getting hit in London. You look this way and the cars are coming that way. It scares you to death.
Oh, sure.
But
turn this
we
off.
took
Cat just had 5 kittens.
oh my.
And we also have 4 dogs, and we had
Four dogs.
4 ducks this summer.
Oh.
3 ducks and a goose, so we went from 0 pets to quite a few in about 2 years.
Menagerie. Yeah.
But you get attached to all of them.
Oh, I know you do. And that's the trouble. I've gotten attached to this little guy. I was going to try and find him a home, and the 2 people that I thought were potentials, neither one of them was in a position to take him, so of course I ended up with him.
Uh-huh.
Inky, you gonna look up at me?
His bright eyes.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Does it need more light or
No,
that
he's
would-
just so black.
Oh, yeah.
So when I zoom in, there's a collar I see.
Inky,
Oh, yeah.
can you meow? No. Now it's looking at me. Come on. Can you
See
get him
this?
now?
Where's this?
No.
You can get this one on the floor. We have a pure white cat, and you've got a black one.
Isn't it? Right?
It's just like on
This is-
Geraldo,
Yeah, a tour of my house.
Yeah.
Now, Inky, don't you offer to... See, there's my new deadbolt lock. And,
Oh, okay. You feel better about that.
yeah, he insisted. And of course, it's a good idea.
Okay. Now, now the cat's gonna want to come in.
Yeah. No, Inky. No, 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 no. Let's see.